Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and of course welcome to my channel if you are new. If you're new, I am Sarie and I live in Barcelona with my baby pup who's sitting on my lap and my partner Borja. I'm an artist, illustrator, printmaker, designer, thing extraordinaire. I haven't filmed a video in ages, so I'm a bit rusty sitting down. And a little boy. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Where have I been? I will make a video on that, but basically I've not really been motivated at all this year, and it's taken me a lot to get up and go and to find my feet, and yeah, just to get on and feel excited and inspired. Yeah, I am inspired to do bits and pieces. I've not really felt like that at all. I've not really picked up a pen or a pencil or my sketchbook or drawing materials and done anything. Anyway, what I wanted to do, so I'm now feeling a bit more ready and back at it to tackle everything. First of all, I wanted to film a video kind of just looking back into last year and everything that I achieved and review it a little bit, because I feel like I need to close that chapter and I didn't do that before I can start with this new chapter. And this video has been hanging over my shoulders, and it's like the expression, hanging over me. Get on and do it. I haven't been able to get on and film new videos until I filmed this one. It's just taken me ages to get everything organised and my brain in the right place. I don't know if you feel like that at all. This year's been a funny one in terms of getting started and motivated and doing stuff. So anyway, that long massive intro in, I think we're nearly at 3 minutes. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. I want to talk about my 2017 and look back at my work and the things I achieved and the things that happened and my life in general, and close that chapter and start this new one off afresh. So here we go. I've got my little projects book from the School of Life that my sister Abby bought me. I've made a big list. I've gone through each month and I'm just gonna have a little chat with you about it. So let's go on a trip down memory lane. Doo -doo -doo. January of 2017. A bit hazy now, but I started off the year. We started off in our brand new flat and everything was still in boxes and everything was really chaotic, and we were getting to know the area and our life around us. I didn't actually start filming, I think, until the end of February, around this time last year. So maybe that's my little weird cycles that I have. It started off, I was really poorly in January. I had a really bad chest and it was kind of related to my illness and kind of not. It started off as a cold and then developed into something worse. So there was a trip to A&E right before my birthday, and then my 32nd birthday I was ill, but we managed to go and have a really nice brunch in my favourite place called Candinde in Poblano, and just kind of was quiet and nice. And I had just got an iPad Pro for Christmas and my birthday, so I was very lucky indeed. And I just enjoyed sketching and making, and yeah, the digital medium, and being able to be more free with my drawing. I want to post a drawing every day throughout the year of 2017. What I started off doing was a project about my visit to accident and emergency on a Sunday night in hospital, exploring the idea of doing comics, which is something I would love to get back into. I quite like this project. It was quite weird doing it digitally, really cool to think in comic and storytelling format. That was basically my January. My February was basically more of the same, really. Getting out and about in my new area, exploring. I'm gonna go through and look on my Instagram because that's normally a good time capsule of my life. So let's go back. I started to do more family portraits and some Valentine's portraits of couples and things, as you can see here. I actually have those listed still in my shop. I kept up the daily diary of drawing and different things throughout February, and I was just happy being around where I live in nature and in my flat and getting out exploring, putting everything in its place in my flat and getting back in things. One major thing that I started in February, which is something one of the main things I'm actually really proud of 2017, is I started my Nasty Ladies project, because I had previously done a Head Hermits project. So it's Head Hermits It's a whole different project, but it was a 100-day drawing project, and I did a face a day on post-it notes. I really liked the female versions of them, and I found myself drawing quite angry, moody female lady, obviously female ladies. So I found myself really engaging with femininity and the different sides of femininity that you don't normally see. So like quite grumpy, moody, feminine people. My first character was the nasty lady, and then I decided to look at labels that are often put upon us by media or like our own perceptions of women or society labels and different things, and having to put everything into boxes. I wanted to actually convert these labels and wear them with pride and not hide behind them, and turn them actually into a positive thing. That is my Nasty Ladies project. It was all in black and white. I kind of was experimenting and did it all on the iPad Pro on Procreate. Just wanted to experiment with the digital media and obviously making it look like me, so I'm quite messy and inky. So that was my February. A short month, went really fast. I created some of my favourite things that I've ever created, and a project that actually means a lot to me, so that's cool, and a project that I'm still carrying on. So yeah, February was a good month. So March, let's get on to March. I participated on the Meet the Maker hashtag on Instagram, and I found it a really brilliant, good way of actually getting my work out there and sharing and meeting other creatives. I found it really positive, refresh on why you do what you do, why you make what you make, and every day there's prompt who you are, where you work, what made you start working, like etc. And in school you'll have like an annual review. I felt this March Meet the Maker is kind of a really good review session for yourself to kind of just sit back and be like, this is why I'm doing this, this is why I'm doing that, and this is who I am, whilst also networking and meeting other amazing creators. We're in March, and I'm not doing March Meet the Maker this year because I've just not been able to get my engine started properly, but hopefully I can pop in and do a few of the days and prompts this year. I started bullet journaling, so this is a major thing for me. This is basically what kind of pushed me to start making regular videos on YouTube, because I just really liked creating spreads in my and themes in my bullet journal, filming it and sharing it, and I found it quite a therapeutic creative process, and I really like having that time capsule now. I've got that bullet journal for that year, and it can go through and see everything, and I did like gratitude journal, 1 line a day, habit trackers and different things, so it's a really good thing to see. And I'm not currently bullet journaling because, as you saw in my last video, my sister Vicky got me a Sarie journal, and whilst it's really good, I do actually really miss whole gratitude log or having a looser notebook. So I'm going to use this, a non-dated bullet journal, so I'll have each month, but I won't, it's not going to be a planner. Basically that's what my Sarie journal is. This is going to be more of a journal and an ideas and gratitude and habits and stuff like that. What else did I do? I sold some of my prints, my Nasty Lady prints, in March, and that was a really good feeling because I have been illustrating and being an artist for years, but I've kind of only just got myself back into gear again and thinking about how I work and how I can put my art out there, and the fact that some people want to buy my art and put it up in their living rooms and have it to keep and to treasure is pretty damn cool. Thank you so much if you've supported my work. I can't really describe how much it means. I just really love that feeling. People like my stuff enough to have it on their living room wall, and yes, that it is there, a piece of me and my heart in somebody's home, makes me feel very happy and lucky, just warm and fuzzy inside, I suppose. I was also asked to draw and to design my cousin Grace's wedding invitations, which was such a bloody massive honour, and they was my second set of wedding invitations that I've done, and I actually really like doing it. So my plan for this year is to design and create some wedding invitations that you can print off yourself or have as templates and I print them for you and different things like that. Yeah, because I just really love the whole idea of weddings and invitations and the like, and stationery. Grace actually got married in a beautiful place, which I'll go touch on in July. She asked me to illustrate the house that she was getting, the manor house that she was getting married in. We worked together to decide on a black and white theme with quite delicate inked plants and foliage and kind of like a wild country garden theme. So I illustrated the RSVPs, the main invitation and the map, And to be honest, I was really pleased with how it came out. I battled a lot, as always, with health and different issues. That is a recurring theme throughout my life and throughout 2017, funnily enough. I was able, even if it wasn't as fast and as smooth sailing as I wanted the project to go, I learned a lot from it to provide her with the final designs that she got printed, and here they are. Finally set up a portfolio website, which I've been meaning to do for absolutely years, and not just exist of having my work on Instagram. So that feels really good that I've got a home now. I am feeling the itch to kind of redesign it a little bit and to update it, and there's lots of work that I need to update it with and scan in and the like. So yes, it's just one of those many admin tasks that as a designer illustrator you need to constantly do, and I need to get on top of that game a bit more. So this is a good reminder to myself. Right, so April, here we are. April was a stormy, funny month for me. I stopped doing the daily drawing challenge and I felt like a massive failure, and it kind of put my world into a bit of a spin. I wrote a few blog posts about it, explored and asked questions of myself, felt a bit lost with everything and kind of questioned my purpose of creating and what I was doing, why I was creating, and I got very caught up in Instagram and likes, followers and numbers, followers or likes equating to whether your work is good or not. It's really difficult when you're a creative in, I think, today's world. I also don't really have a massive community here of creators, so I rely heavily on my online community, and sometimes it can just get a bit on my mental health, can go a bit like funny with it, and you find yourself valuing your self-worth and your creative self-worth and your kind of worth as an artist on the amount of likes and things you can get. And I want to really make a video about this because it's had little breakthroughs and things, but it's kind of why I've been off for January and February this year. I just disconnected a little bit from it because I felt like I needed to have some space from it all. It's very difficult. So I had health stuff going on in April as well, which obviously contributed to the stop of doing the drawing every day for 2017, and I basically wasn't planned for it at all. And I now know that if you kind of do one of those projects, it's actually okay to like let yourself off the hook or to pre-plan stuff. It's not cheating if you have backups and stuff to be able to do to fulfill a challenge. A challenge doesn't mean that you have to be drumming out work every day, because every day, like, you're allowed a break and you're allowed a holiday, or you're allowed to be sick and you're allowed. Yeah, I think 2017 I noticed a lot on social media there was massive pressure, and I was listening to a really good podcast about this from the creator of Betty and Olivia, what Olivia did, and it's called In the Fringe of It. And basically there's this whole stigma about not being busy or not being really ambitious or not being go-getting and not being like, I stayed up until 4 in the morning and I don't know, look how busy and look how many jobs I have and how good of a freelancer I am and all of this stuff. And it's okay to sit down and it's okay to have a rest, and it's okay to nurse your mental health and to nurse your like physical health as well. Maybe. I had a few surgical procedures on my knee that were really painful, unplanned, and basically meant that I was out of action for a while and had to be on bed rest. That's my life and that's my body, and more than anyone needs to realise that I can do what I can do and it's okay to take a step back and rest. But one of my main mottos for last year, I think, was rest but don't quit, because just taking time out for yourself, it's so hard. It's been really hard to write in that blank, on that blank page, or pick up the camera and kind of come back, reminding myself that yeah, you can rest and you can take all of the time you need, whether it be one day, 1 week, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever. But as long as you kind of keep that train and to keep stuff in motion and you don't just quit and give up. That's my advice. That's what I learned from 2017, because I felt like I did that in bits and pieces. So April was lovely for getting outside and just being in blossom. We got plants for our little flat and felt like everything was kind of coming into shape a little bit more with our flat, and the corners more sorted, and yes, plants to celebrate that, because plants equals home. We also went out for a lovely day trip to Delta this de Llobregat, which is right near Barcelona airport, and it's these rice plains. It's beautiful. It's a massive nature reserve around there, and you really wouldn't expect it being right next to the airport, but yes, lovely. Let's talk about May. So May, I then started, after having a bit of a break, decided that I would take on another challenge, daily challenge. I don't know why I did it to myself. I like daily challenges because they help you create and they push you to be creative and to come up with things, but I don't need to do a daily challenge every bloody day. But anyway, I did a Everyday May series, which I'm actually going to do this year, and in form of daily vlogs around the flat and studio and my work stuff. So I just got out and about and did lots of come draw with me's, and we went to the lovely market and just explored and enjoyed going on lovely walks. The weather was really nice. It was still a bit chilly but warm and really lovely just to get outside and celebrate being around here. So I actually also got my hair cut, and I got a fringe cut in, which I majorly regretted, so I then decided to get it all cut off again later on in the year. I updated my shop quite a bit with new products and new nasty lady prints. I also entered a competition to be on the cover of Fourth Try magazine. I didn't win, or didn't get many votes, but I was proud of myself for pushing myself to do that task and that project. I was proud of the illustration that I came up with as well. My sister Vicky also came to visit me, and it was lovely just to get out and have vermouth and to go out for nice food and different things and explore areas of Barcelona. We drank a lot of coffee, and that was nice. I also in May started to do a screen printing course, which was really cool to participate in. It was really amazing to learn what I've touched on in the past, go a little bit deeper into it, and I feel really ready. That's something I want to get back into this year.